I Gave Myself a Haircut, and Other Silly Poems by T.P. Jagger. I gave myself a haircut. I gave myself a haircut in the living room today. I used the big mirror on the wall and snipped and clipped away. I watched the barber trim it, so I knew just what to do. When one side got uneven, then I cut the other too. I saved my mom $10, which I knew would make her pleased. But I kind of lost an eyebrow when I accidentally sneezed. I couldn't see behind me, so I guessed to chop the back. Then Mom came round the corner and she dropped her grocery sack. Her only words I can repeat are, "Spiny-headed cactus." I guess next time I cut my hair, I'll use the dog for practice. When Dad was a kid. When my dad was a kid, first grade sure was different. He told me about it last night. For starters, to get there, I trekked for 10 miles, leaving home way before it was light. On the first day of school, he said dogs came out snarling. They snapped and they tried to attack. But my dad didn't run. He just barked a command. And a Rottweiler carried my pack. After school started, that never got recess. No way was there time for such fluff. I read and I wrote and I simplified fractions as warm-up for much harder stuff. He said something about physics and the Constitution and making handmade styrofoam. For afternoon break, I did 500 push-ups to prep for the journey back home. He aced every subject except for art class. And that's because I'm colorblind. Yup, when Dad was a kid, first grade sure was different, unless he's just losing his mind. Baddest, toughest, meanest. I've got the baddest, toughest, meanest sister that I know. Don't be fooled by her big dimples or her frilly pink hair bow. I took his brand new slinky and I tied him to his bed, then grabbed a million rubber bands and shot them at his head. She painted makeup on my face, but still she wasn't done, because then I gave him pigtails for an extra bit of fun. She went and got some polish and she painted all my nails. I made him open up his mouth and shoved in rotten snails. I begged her to show mercy and I tried to get untied. Instead, I shoved a Lego up his nose until he cried. I've got the baddest, toughest, meanest sister, it is true. I bet next week will be worse still, because that's when she turns 2.